In this lesson, we will learn about breakdown and in-between keys. In animation, breakdown keys are the initial keyframes which lie between the extreme keys. They're used to define how an animated subject transitions from one pose to the next. In-between keys are the keyframes created between extreme and breakdown keys, and they're used to refine the fluidity and spacing of an animation. When working on an animation, it's good practice to piece it together one layer at a time, starting first with the major poses that are used to tell the story in your scene. Following this step, we can add breakdown keys between those major poses. This gives us an idea of how the animated subject will move from one major pose to the next major pose. Here's an example. Let's say that we're animating a character pitching a ball. We would first create the initial pose of the character in an anticipatory gesture, getting ready to throw the ball. The next pose could be the character releasing the ball. From this point, we could add some breakdowns to the action. These would be the poses of the character opening up from the anticipatory pose, and the pose of the character leaning forward with his arm behind him getting ready to release the ball. If we play this animation, here's what we'd end up with. We can see that the animation doesn't quite look natural because there's still something missing. We need to add in-between keys between our major and breakdown keys in order to polish this action. Now, this looks like a more convincing pitch animation. After laying down your extreme keys, make sure to use breakdown keys to illustrate how your characters move from pose to pose, then use your in-between keys to polish and finalize your work.